And we're back. Okay, so that is one way to do it, editing a child theme. But it requires that you become a PHP guru, and this is a front-end course, so we are doing JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. And luckily for us, WordPress has a REST API. Okay, every WordPress site these days ships with a REST API with a bunch of routes that we can hit. These routes are endpoints, and each route represents a piece of data or a section of the website. If you go through the documentation, we can see, let's just go to endpoint reference. Here we go. Okay, these are all the endpoints we can hit. We can hit WP posts, categories, pages, comments, taxonomies, media, users. So hopefully you can now recognize these routes after having worked in WordPress for a bit. So when you're working with REST endpoints, it is best to use a REST client, something that is like an IDE that helps you organize your collections of data. And my favorite one is Postman. What you do is you create a collection. I have a collection here called Flower Shop. Open that up, and now I can start creating requests, get requests. So the first request I've made here is the pages request. Have a look at my URL. How it works is the first part of the REST endpoint is the actual website URL. So www.something flower shop. Then the next part is WP-JSON. Then the next route is WP, and the next route is V2, and then the next route is pages. And then you hit send. Okay, once that has retrieved all the data, it'll appear here as an array. Okay, there's one big giant array, and if you open it, you'll see there are multiple objects in this array. Okay, each representing a single page. Each page has an ID, a date, it was created, and a whole bunch of other stuff. There's the content, there's the rendered content with markup. Okay, oopsie, didn't mean to do that. Let's just go back to pages. Here we go. Okay, be careful, you can click on some of these things and it'll open. So, okay, let's see what else is possible. It is possible to get posts. Okay, that is in the posts route over there. Okay, so it's WP-JSON route, WP route, V2 route, posts route. Hit send. And that's going to get you all of the posts. Let's see how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blog posts. Okay. Of course, you don't have to use Postman if you don't want. You can go ahead and just pop that into your Chrome like that. And you'll get the same data out as long as you have the JSON viewer plugin installed. Cool, so now you should be happy you have JSON data. Now you know you can actually build a client that is separate from WordPress using all of your current skills with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, like we did when we built the Raw Games API. and that this is a much better place to be. We can forego and leave behind the PHP. So let's have a look and see how you get the products out of the backend. So I've created a GET request for products. For the products, it's slightly different. It's of course the website URL, then WP JSON, and then it's WC for WooCommerce, because that's a different route. That plugin and WordPress have created a different route for the WordPress for the WooCommerce sections of the site. So WC for WooCommerce, then store, then products, and then you can hit send, and it'll fetch all the products that you have. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3 products, 12 roses, and 6 roses, and 3 roses, bouquet of roses. And you can see the endpoint has objects nested within objects, separating out the different kinds of data, like the prices and the images. And you can see this is pretty neat. You get the big URL, then you get the thumbnail. You even get the alt text if you had put one inside of WordPress. It's pretty neat. Okay. Okay, let's see in the documentation what else is possible. Using the REST API, extending. Global parameters, these are great. Okay. So let's say you do not want to fetch absolutely everything and you only want to fetch some stuff. You can be specific using a query string, and you can be specific and ask only for specific sets of data. You can ask for the author, the ID, the excerpt, the title, or the link. So let's go try and do that now inside of our IDE for REST endpoints called Postman. So we have pages, posts. Do not delete these. Keep them for future reference. What you want to do is make a new one. Say here, and say add request. And let's say post. We want to post by author. Okay, we just separate it with a semicolon there, or a colon, and then save to Flower Shop. It'll appear here as a GET request. And look up at the top left here, you can see the title, and here you can see all of the HTTP verbs that are available to us. We can get, which is what we need to do to retrieve. We can post, we can put, patch, delete, and those are the main ones we're going to want to do and with using this REST endpoint. So let's get something specific. Let's put the query string there. We'll get only the author and the ID and the title, and let's take out the link. Okay, but we need to build up the URL. We can just go to one of the others and copy paste what we have here. We can go copy that URL, copy, go to post author, paste it here. Okay, so now we're being specific. We're saying give me the fields of author, ID, excerpt, and title only. In fact, just for our simplicity's sake, let's just do 2 fields and fetch. And there we have it. You're only getting back those 2 fields. If we put that stuff back, let's put a comma there. Okay, now we should get everything. Of course, you're going to do this inside of your JavaScript files. You're going to build up these query strings dynamically after the question mark. Okay, what else? yeah, I think that's all you need to know for now. Great. Thank you.